So, as I've been pulling out old notebooks to do videos about new notebooks that I've picked up, I also pulled out my old religious affiliated notebook paraphernalia. And this is like really no different than like your journals that you'll find at the dollar store that has the Bible verses on the front. It just happens to pertain to my church's all versus a generic Bible verse that you'll find out in the dollar store or even at Hobby Lobby. So, well, maybe Hobby Lobby, but you've got a couple different ones. Like this one I've used very heavily on my mission. Most of them follow like a standard 4-ish format, is the lined paper, and then you've got the option for like different sections if you want to, I think, somewhere. Yeah. Got different sections for everything. What? This is the standard part. So you've got the regular journal part. So you've got subject, sources, and then the notes itself. Then you've got the continued section, which continues on. So it's kind of disjointed. And then you've got your source index, where you can index your sources. And then your topics index, I believe, right? Oh, gratitude journal section. Source index, where was it? There it is, at the very back. So you've got your personal index, where it already has predefined subjects for you. This is just like me being bored with, gum wrappers and just shellacking the whole thing. So the other ones are pretty standard. So this packet of them I got for free. So when you are doing like religious classes, they will offer to, a lot of times they will offer to give study journals for you to write notes in. So these are kind of the paperback ones, and they're the more recent ones that kind of follow the more recent branding style per se. So you've got your objectives, and it kind of goes across the seminaries and institutes. You've got the family proc in the back, the living Christ in the front, and then it kind of gives some basic stuff like on doctrinal mastery, getting questions, different topic summaries, and then it finally gets into your doctrinal mastery passages, and then a reading chart for what? Yeah, daily reading chart. And then the actual notes section themselves, which is of course lined rather than grid ruled or anything else, because who wants to draw pictures in them? No one, apparently. Or organize things by a grid. This kind of follows the same deal, I believe. Yeah. Other than it's pretty empty. Other than the front cover and the back cover and the articles of faith. The back section is where they put all this stuff. That's right. So you've got your topics, basic doctrines, teaching and learning. So yeah, objectives, and then the line ruled section. So this one I think was from, was it? Might have been before I went on my mission. This one, I'm pretty sure, is from before I went on my mission. Otherwise, right after. So it's just line ruled for the most part. Then here are your doctrines section. So I haven't looked too much at other like study journals or journals per se, inspiration journals, but it kind of follows a similar format. But I don't think those inspiration journals have the basic doctrine section or doctrinal mastery or passages to remember things, but they might have like different passages. So this is one I just picked up today. So this one is more oriented, based on the cover, toward our missionary efforts and things that way. So if I dig into it a little bit, you can see like says D&C4 there. It's got the whole section there. Yes, that's a whole, in essence, chapter. And then you've got the back there. So we have plain cover, line ruled, line ruled, line ruled, all sucks, line ruled, plain cover, line ruled. So yeah, everything. You've got a date line or subject line up there, and then all of the lines there. It's pretty much like a standard notebook or journal at this point. Everything follows the same format. Everything is basically the same. I could probably tack this on to branded notebooks, honestly, because that video is pretty short. But I should add, though, too. Oh, one other thing that is interesting is you'll sometimes see certain manuals that are built a certain way, such that you have notes columns on the sides to keep track of thoughts and things. And there are a couple places in this particular copy of Preach My Gospel that I have that. Oh, more recently, with some of the newer church study curriculum, there have been journal editions of our scriptures put together, and you've got wider margins. So you'd usually find a lot of people that would write stuff in the margins in the standard versions anyway, but this provides extra space here to do that with. This one is lined, but there are some, if I go up and pull it out, that have the spacing, that have no lines in it at all. And so it's very plain and free form. They don't have dot grids, but you can see that from this form and this form, there is a wee bit more space to work with. Just a little bit. Because normally you'd have like your margins might have stuff written in. And I've got another set like this one that does have notes in the margins up at the top, up around the side in some places, and at the bottom. I've got a few sets like that actually. But this gives more space to write like larger thoughts in down here rather than trying to like keep track of stuff. And the other difference is you've got the line ruled notes in the back. And it completely skips the index. So if I open up this one, we can see the index back here. And this is actually my scripture copy, or mission copy. So it's very marked out and organized. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.